100 Jams where hit music lives. Lil Baby Lil Durk, voice of the heroes. Right now it's 11:30 and it's all about Chat Trap, talking about your hottest topics in the media once again today, letting you know what's going on. Chat Trap is brought to you by the Credit Union, and you can join a credit union today. They offer services and savings, loans, mortgages, financial counseling, fixed deposits, loan protection, life savings, and retirement savings. So like the Bahamas Cooperative League's Facebook page, or you can follow Credit Unions of the Bahamas on Instagram, or for more information, give them a call today at 302-0100. People helping people to help themselves. Let's get into the juiciest topics today, and boy, do I have it right here for you. So, now, after some years of being in jail, R. Kelly had cut ties with the Chicago legal team, choosing to have Bill Cosby's attorney Jennifer Bonjean defend him instead, seeing how now that Bill Cosby is a free man. So R. Kelly has been found guilty of 12 charges. That's including engaging in sexual intercourse with a minor and bribing a police officer to get a 15-year-old singer who's Aaliyah fake ID. He is currently awaiting a sentence in May for his racketeering conviction, and he has a case pending for his trial date, which is set for August 1st of this year. So I guess R. Kelly at this point, he is truly hoping for a good outcome, because Jennifer Bonjean, you know, she is the lawyer who actually helped Bill Cosby overturn his sexual assault conviction in 2018, which a lot of persons was not happy about, and they still are not pretty happy about it. So moving on to further news, some weird things are going on in the world today. And I really just want you to be careful, especially when it comes to your kids and taking them to school. You know, the safest place we thought our kids could possibly be in probably is at home or at school. But it seems as though you have a whole lot to watch out when you are taking your kids to school these days. So like what we heard that happened right here in Nassau, Bahamas just yesterday, the fact that fourth graders, I think it was fourth and fifth graders, or third and fourth graders, well, kids, primary school kids, nonetheless, they were being fed brownies with marijuana in it. Who would think to do something like that? Now, that is just completely ridiculous, but of course, we will get deeper into that at 1:30 when we talk about Road Talks. But what's happening right now, too, did not just happen here, but this teacher in the U.S., what is going on? She actually decided, oh, this is very sick, people. She decided to give her students cupcake that's laced with her husband's sperm in it. Who does that? And she was just sentenced to 41 years in prison. She really needed the life sentence, because at this point, I'm like, why would you even do that? Who would even think to give other kids, kids, period, you know, cupcakes with your husband's sperm in it? That's just completely ridiculous. And all I can tell you these days, make sure your kids probably don't even get anything from the vendors. Get their food, cook it for them, put it in their bag, and make sure that's exactly what they eat. And if you gotta, tell them, hey, you better not eat nothing from nobody else, I think that's the safest way to do so. And honestly, sometimes with these things even occurring, it makes you not want to eat from other people yourself. So it isn't even just, you got to worry about your kids when it comes to school. You still got to worry about yourself and different vendors that you go to, because you don't even know what these vendors are now putting in their food, especially if they are cooking from home. That is something to think about. I'm just saying, it is very much so something to think about. Moving on to what is happening, they're reminding you, of course, I did say I would have had a list of at least a few real interesting series that you can go ahead and watch on Netflix, which I really did enjoy watching myself. But not just me, but these are literally the three popular series right now on Netflix. You have not seen it, I'm telling you, you want to go ahead and do so. But before we get into that, I want to talk about the fact that, it seems as though a lot of persons really are into this whole fraud. And not just fraud for, a couple $100,000s, but the big fraud, the 60 million, 20 million, however much it may go up to. But of course, they get catch after some time. So I'm telling you, if you are a person that's doing fraud, it won't last forever. So an actor, Zachary Horowitz, who was better known for his stage name Zach Avery, he had featured in a minor role in Fury, starring Brad Pitt. So if you haven't watched the movie, you might want to go ahead and watch it. But he is confirmed operating a multi-million-dollar Ponzi scheme, and the actor was given a jail term sentence of 240 months, which is equivalent to 20 years. In the federal prison, he raised at least $650 million with bogus claims that investor money will be used to acquire licensing rights to films that the HBO and Netflix had agreed to distribute abroad. So he was also accused of hiding money in his personal account, which he splurged on charter jet trips to Las Vegas and a private residence for roughly $5.7 million in cash. And like I telling people, a lot of persons to me really are doing this today. Because either they never had this lifestyle before, they really admire this lifestyle, and social media really is changing the way that you view life. Like, everyone wants to live this lavish lifestyle where it's like, oh, I'm driving the nicest cars, I'm wearing the nicest clothes. But the only way you will have it long term is if you truly go ahead and work hard for it. I mean, after doing fraud for a while, you will get catch. It's not something I definitely think anyone should go ahead and do. But some of the persons right now who did do fraud, and of course, they have documentaries on Netflix, which is pretty interesting. You had the Tinder swindler. If you have not watched that yet, I say go ahead and do so. So it's basically about this guy. He just, in the UK, he just really tricked a whole lot of women out of hundreds and thousands of dollars. He said that he dated them for a month, really spoiled them. Well, at least that's what they said in the documentary, that he dated them for months, completely spoiled them. And after spoiling them for a month, especially the first woman, I feel super sorry for her because he made her his girlfriend, and he's like, okay, you could pick out an apartment you want us to stay in. And he's like, it has to start at $15,000. He completely just gave her the lavish lifestyle she've never had, and she really fell for it. So when he started saying, hey, I'm not doing too well right now in life, I'm going to need you to cough up some cash, she went ahead and she started coughing up some cash. She took loans, several loans at that, from several banks, just to give it to him, because he's saying that, okay, his bodyguard is hurt, his enemies are after him. And I'm pretty sure you've probably seen the memes on social media, so he's saying his enemies after him, and, he really needs to use her cards and this and that for some time. So he basically is just using her money on another woman money on another woman, someone else's money on another woman, and he didn't care whether they were friends, whether he was with them or claiming to be their boyfriend. He just wanted more money. So he did this for a couple of years, but of course, eventually he did get catch, because a lot of women, they was left in distraught and left with a whole lot of loans and a whole lot of money to actually owe to these banks. So hopefully they got that sorted out. And you have another one called Inventing Anna. And her name was actually Anna Sorokin. And she even knew the guy who did Fire Festival, which is supposed to happen, over here in the Bahamas with Ja Rule. So I thought this was crazy. And Inventing Anna basically just scammed a whole lot of people. But one thing I can say about these people, they're very smart. They are very, very smart. But if they had just used some of the money they was using, some of the money they was scamming, or some of the money they had from fraud, maybe they could have actually built a real business, get some money and give that money back, and then be free, or just do, less years in prison. But I don't know. They just had this whole lavish lifestyle stuck in their head, and they wanted to live it daily. They didn't want it sometimes here and there. They wanted that daily. So I'd say watch Inventing Anna, watch Tinder Swindler, and Kanye West trilogy. You want to go ahead and watch that Kanye West documentary that they just released on Netflix. I think it's something that anyone who has a big dream, any artist, even parents, I think parents should even watch the Kanye West documentary, because a lot of persons did really admire the fact that how Kanye West's mother, Donda, how she spoke to him, how she uplifted him, and how she made him believe in himself, of course, because she believed in him a lot. So she gave him that extra boost, that confidence, to say, hey, go ahead and chase your dreams. So I appreciated just the fact that, seeing a black woman really raise a black king, and she really did that super well. So I say a lot of parents, go ahead and watch that, man. So, of course, sometimes your kids come to you, they have these big dreams, and it never happened for you, but hey, it might just happen for them. So the footage from the documentary, it's been recorded for over 20 years, and that's the first 2 episodes. They covered an intense time from the late 1990s until the mid-2000s, when Kanye had to convince the rap world he was more than just a talented producer. And I'm telling you, to watch Kanye West get turned down from record labels, you'll be surprised. These people start off very small and they grow very big. So it's not about the swift or how quick you can get it, but it's about how determined you are to go ahead and fulfill those dreams. But that's it for Chat Trap, letting you know what is happening in the media today, man. Keeping you up to date with what's going on. And remind you, Chat Trap is brought to you by the Credit Union. And you want to join a credit union today, because they do offer services in savings, loans, mortgages, financial counseling, fixed deposits, loan protection, and life savings, and retirement savings as well. So like the Bahamas Cooperative League's Facebook page, or follow the credit unions of the Bahamas on Instagram, or for more information, give them a call today, 302-0100. People helping people to help themselves. Still giving a big happy birthday shout out going out to everyone that is celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday to Joel Santana and happy birthday to Dr. Dre. Gonna jump back into the mix right now. Migos, Drake, having our way.